Hey guys, Gaming, and welcome to a video. And today I'm going to be doing some MCSG PvP tips and tricks. And this is going to be a first part of a series that I'll be talking about. And this first one is about your sword and flint and steel. So let's get started. Basically, let's get started with the sword. And this person right here is Infinite Swag, also known as Effa.
It's true.
And I'm just gonna, I guess, talk about what you should do when you fight someone. Basically, one thing is you always have to spam your hit button. Now, this is going to change in 1.9 because they're going to add this feature where you have to wait and then hit. So you can't just spam your sword. If you do, you'll do like less damage. Like, it's just a more strategic way. But 1.9 isn't here yet. So I'm doing a 1.8 tutorial video. And so you just want to spam your sword as fast as you can. And I've learned this in the past, that you're supposed to spam your sword as fast as you can, and it does actually help if you spam it. And let's give an example, Alpha.
Alright, so do we just do PvP?
Yeah, just PvP me, but only swords, okay? Nothing else.
Alright.
I'm gonna talk about other like factors in PvPing after I talk about swords and spamming the sword. If you could join another MCSG match. Oh, what just happened? Oh, okay, there we go. So, don't PvP, okay. Another thing I want to talk about is strafing. And strafing is, if you can take off your sword and hit me with your fist and strafe me. This is strafing. If you do this, you're one of the worst PvPers there ever is. You can't just do that. What is that? Like, I can't hit Effa right now. You see what I mean? I haven't gotten a hit on Effa. That's because I'm not strafing him. Now this is strafing. Okay, wait, Effa. Let's get ready. And
Wait, should I strafe too?
No, yeah, use strafe too, yeah. Okay, and go. So strafing is more going from left to right and trying to stay on the side where he isn't looking. So if he's looking to the left, I want to be on his right. And I just want to get more hits by hitting him where he can't hit me. And if I do that, then the more hits I get, obviously, the more damage I'll do. And you just
I'm down half part.
Oh, yeah. Because we're hitting by fists. It doesn't do much damage. And that's that. So you just want to, like, strafe him as much as you possibly can. Now, the next thing I want to talk about is critical hits. And for this, I have to turn on my N particles because they weren't on. This is a critical hit. If I just stand. First of all, I want to say what is not a critical hit. Jumping up and hitting someone while you're jumping is not a critical hit. That's not a critical hit. You can tell that's not a critical hit. This is a critical hit. Oh, Effie, you just moved. You see those particles? Did you guys see them? Let me just zoom in a bit. You see those, like, star particles? That means you did extra damage. A crit, basically, it does, like, up to 50% more damage. And, it also does, like, half a heart more. So it's like 50% plus half a heart more damage, basically. And, so if you want to get a critical hit, you have to fall, like, you have to hit someone while you're falling. Not when you're going up, but when you're falling. And, yeah, you can tell because you don't see any star particles. You don't see any star particles. But if you're falling, then you can see the particles then. By the way, you can also see the critical particles when your opponent is attacking you. So if it crit me a couple times. Yeah, you can see that stars are coming off me because Effa is getting a crit. And it even shows that he is getting a crit on me. Which is also another cool thing about critical hits. And there is one other type of critical hit. And this actually might come interesting to you guys. But a bow actually does a critical hit. You can tell because it also has those stars. Can you stop moving, please? It also has those stars. And, let me zoom in again. You can tell those stars are a critical hit. And, and another thing with critical hits is they do, I think it's like up to 50% more knockback. Like plus 50% knockback. And, that's a huge thing when you're, like, on, I guess, a high place. Because...
your helmet went out.
Oh, it's okay. That's a huge deal when you're on a high place. Because that could actually result in your opponent falling off. And if your opponent falls off a high place, you basically killed him. Unless it's not that high. But, like, you just have to consider that a crit is actually really useful. But one thing crits don't make really good is that when you're in the air and someone hits you while you're in the air, you actually get knocked back a lot. That's why sometimes you don't want to be in the air when you're on a high place. So if I just jump up, like spam up, okay? No, like just stay in one place and spam up. Okay. So I'm gonna crit F while he's in the air and watch how far he goes. That's a decent amount far, if you can tell. And when F is in the air, if don't move, the knockback is also pretty strong.
Not to die.
I know, sorry. If you want, you could eat your golden apple. We're not gonna PvP or anything. But, so you just gotta keep in mind that a critical hit does more knockback, does more damage, and, yeah, that's basically it. But, of course, there are downsides to having having dealt more knockback if you're on a high place or anything along those lines. So just be wary and make sure to make good choices when you want to do critical hits. And don't always do critical hits. I suggest doing critical hits if your opponent, if it's like easy to strafe your opponent, or if your opponent's AFK and you want to get, well, maybe not AFK, but if they're not moving and you're sneaking up on them, I suggest that your first hit is a critical hit, because if you do a normal hit, he's gonna like notice you and that type of stuff. So you just want to like use a critical hit whenever you can.
Okay, now we're gonna start PvP.
Okay, let's go.
Right.
So,
and then right after this, we're gonna do a team PvP.
No, after this, let's cover the flint and steel. That's gonna be a lot quicker. And then, yeah, and then we'll do team MCSG.
So no flint and steel for this one.
No, not for this one. So let's go. So I'm trying to get some crits, and as you can see, the crit. I was gonna say no bow, but it's okay. I don't care. I'm not. Actually, no. We were talking about crits, so yeah, bows are allowed. So bows also do critical hits, and you just have to like, I guess, use them to your advantage. However, that doesn't mean you're always supposed to pull your bow back to its like fully maximum capacity, because that's always. Okay, I'm lagging. I am lagging. Oh, I killed you. 2 hearts.
Oh, what if I just hit that bolt to you? You were dying.
Well, if it was full charge, see, that might not have been a critical hit, bow hit. You guys know what I'm talking about. If that wasn't a critical bow hit, it might not have killed me. It might brought me down to like half a heart. And let's cover flint and steel. By the way, flint and steel is really important. And when your opponent is on fire, you can deal damage.
And we can't do it on snow.
Oh my god, if I just kill me. Really, if I? You just have to do it the slow way. Couldn't you make it fast and painless? Instead, you have to make it slow and painful. Okay, this is a good map. Yeah. Basically, on some servers, you can't place steel on glass. You can't place it on. Well, you can place it on carpet. However, just notice this, that when you try to put it on carpet, it actually like kind of floats in the air. I'll give a demonstration if we ever find carpet. Yeah, there's no carpet on this map, but I'll give a demonstration on how that works. But one thing you also have to be aware of is you can't place flint and steel on this grass with the flower. So if you're on like a U8C or something and you want to flint and steel someone, you have to break the flower, grass, just whatever it may be, and then you have to place your flint and steel, or else it's not gonna work. That's true, Rifa, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, yeah. And as you guys might remember, in the last one, we had snow on the ground, and that's another reason why you can't place it on snow. You can't place it on like snow blocks. You can't place it on snowy grass though. So yeah, just be careful is what I'm trying to say. Like, don't use your flint and steel when you can't use it. That made sense, okay? That made total sense. And you have to learn how to hotkey to your flint and steel. So you have to do like.
And by the way, when you're PvPing, don't hold your.
That's another thing. Don't hold your flint and steel. Well, like, he's gonna see you holding it.
Hold whatever is next to your hotbar, and then when you press that, quickly with your
switch to it.
Yeah.
And then right click.
On the ground,
And then switch back to your. So if you want, there's another technique which is flint and steel spam, and that's actually like it's not a very like, how can I say? It's not a nice method. It kind of makes you look like a noob because you don't know how to do it perfectly. But you should flint and steel spam if you're like at 2 hearts, at 4 hearts. Do it, because if it costs your life, then it's worth it. Just don't do it when you're at full hearts and you want to burn someone to death. Like, that's just like, you look like a noob when you do that.
Okay, so let's demonstrate.
Yeah, and by the way, I'm also going to demonstrate what offensive flint and steel looks like. And this is offensive flint and steel. As you can see, that was offensive flint and steel. FL also did that same tactic on me. And so we're both on fire. And you take less knockback when you're on fire. I just wanted to note that. And that's pretty much it. But the thing is though, when you are on hard mode and you are on fire, if you flint and steel yourself or someone flint and steals you, if you don't take any damage from any other I guess attack, the fire will actually bring you down 3.5 hearts. And that's like 3.5 hearts. When the fire stops, the moment it stops, you'll be 3.5 hearts down from before you were burned to after you were burned. So that's another thing you want to note. And flint and steel actually is useful if you want to stop someone from sprinting. Oh, and another one is defensive flint and steel. This is the last tactic I want to talk about. F, stand right here. Oh wait, no, there's one more tactic, but I don't even know how to do it, so it's pretty difficult. So let's say FA is chasing me. Chase me, FA. You want to F5 a bit and see where he is. There's a small map too, it's not going to work. Just keep chasing me, okay? And you want to F5 and see where he is. And then do a 180. And then grab your flint and steel. And while he's chasing you, place it on the floor. And then, boom, he ran into it. GG, he's on fire now. If you want, you could continue running if you want to get away from him. Or if you just want to, like, I guess, lure him into being on fire and then kill him. That's also another strategy. The last flint and steel type I want to cover is if you're in like a small space. FX, can you stand like right here? Like right here, on that corner. And by the way, if it don't like, imagine like this whole part is like covered up, and you can only move in a straight line like this. Okay, is that good?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So just chase me like in a straight line. Okay. Okay, let's go and go. So we could also look down. And then right when you're jumping, do that. It does work sometimes, but as you can tell, I am terrible at doing it.
Let me try.
Oh yeah, I'll chase Effa. Yeah, as you can actually no, it's not 3.5. Oh wait, no. It is it's actually 2.5. By the way, it is different though if they have like fire protection or something.
Go.
So Effa can jump up, yep, and Effa can't do it either. See, that's another thing.
I can do it. One more time.
Okay, do you have one more from steel?
Okay. And go.
Yeah, it's pretty difficult. It is possible though. I just want to note that if you are in like a hard situation, I suggest doing this tactic because it may help you a lot. And by the way, fire actually does like half a heart every tick. And another cool thing about fire is it's like poison. It doesn't matter if you have a lot of armor, it still does half a heart of damage every tick, no matter what. Unless you have protection or fire protection. Then that's different.
Alright, so let's demonstrate.
With some PvP, you have to be quick a little bit. I have to end this episode soon. So, just kill me. We're gonna do a team, right? There we go. Okay, for a second I was lagging. That was weird. Okay, you have to be quick. Join 2v2 MCSG. No, MCSG.
Oh, MCSG?
Yeah.
2v2 MCSG.
Okay, we're in queue. Let's just hope someone joins. Yeah. Someone has to join quick or else I have to end my video. Well, it was just gonna be a demonstration anyway, so there's really no point. And if no one does join, yeah, no one is gonna join. So that was it for this episode, and there will be a part 2 coming out, and the part 2 is gonna be about the fishing rod and the bow. And I'll cover those in my next episode. No, we only covered like critical hits in the bow. That's basically it. But yeah, make sure to leave a like if you did like the video, because that's what it's for. And subscribe and subscribe for more content. And I'll see you guys in my future videos. See ya!